Oop, hop right over here. So we got Dazzle, Decide, Define the Future, Hellfire Gala Moments incoming. Which, of course, has the patch Wolverine. So let's check this out. Here we go.
Good evening, Krakoa. Welcome.
Hellfire Gala Moments. Explore Krakoa, discover the island's hottest spots. Green Lagoon, a flying dragon, Krakoa's next gen. Hellfire Trading Company's gifts. Collect gifts. To me, my X-Men. Gala Star vote, decide who gets a new look. Vote for best dressed. Like, my vote's already Cloak and Dagger. Although, Joe Fixit and Patch Wolverine are up there. Oh, and this is his MVP? Clean. May 2nd, so this Friday, 9 a.m., unlock the free Wolverine patch costume to stand out from the crowd. So I'm going to do a few more pauses this time. Just give me a second. We saw this.
Good evening, Krakoa. Welcome.
Discover the island's hottest spots and claim welcome gifts. Complete all to claim this costume. Follow mission objectives to explore Krakoa together to unlock attractions. A mode that I've said they should have in this game to help you better understand map placement. I think they should have like a free roam mode where you could just hop in any one of the maps and explore it on your own time. Not in an official game. So if it's something like that, I think that'd be awesome. The Green Lagoon, which is like the main party area, right? A flying dragon, who we now know is... I thought it was way too big to be Lockheed. It is way too big to be Lockheed. It's Shogo, the flying dragon, who is the adoptive son of Jubilee, who went into another dimension and got turned into a dragon by his imagination in that dimension. But when he was brought back to Krakoa, he returned to his human form. So it's kind of weird that he's in dragon form in Krakoa, but I get what they're going for. Krakoa's next generation, who are the Chronovium seedlings, right? Get X coins to exchange for mysterious treasures. Clear challenge missions to get coins and draw gifts from the Hellfire Trading Company. So you pick, but you don't know which prize you're getting. I assume you'll eventually be able to get all of them, but you don't know which one is which. A new emote for Emma. Not a telepath. Or not a telekinetic, I mean. She's one of the strongest telepaths. Not telekinetic. To me, my X-Men. And Cerebro's there. Emma famously can use Cerebro. So, she's very adept at Cerebro. The Gala Star vote. Decide who gets a dazzling new look next year. So we can vote on who's... Complete missions to earn voting tokens to help your favorite hero win a new costume. So whoever is the best... Whoever is the most voted will get a new costume. That's awesome. I know the freaks online are going to vote for Emma because... Yeah. I'm going to vote for Cloak and Dagger. Because of course I am. Who is best dressed, though? Cap's clean. Joe Fixit is phenomenal. Black Widow is gorgeous. I love the skin. Patch Wolverine is dope. But their skin is so good. We haven't really seen enough of King T'Challa's skin. Yeah, right there. So you can get tokens and vote. Vote 10 times to get a gallery card. Select your gala star and generate your gallery card. Ooh. So you'll get a special gallery card based on who you vote for. But you'll only get one. So this is what they'll look like. So that'll be the Emma Frost gallery card. It's her skin, her signature, star of the gala. Scarlet Witch, Wolverine, Hulk. Alright. Complete all of them to get Patch. And this is MVP screen. I love the checking the reflection. That's really cool. Alright, dope. I did want to check out, though, we also got 3 new skins. Let's check them out, including the new Wolverine. Let's start with coming out tomorrow night, Thunderbolts. That's the MVP for Bucky. He's given Terminator there with the glasses and the jacket on. I do love the Wakandan tech arm, though. The Sebastian Stan MCU Bucky.
Stick around. You're up.
He even sounds a little different. Do it again.
Oh man,
Putting his arm in the dishwasher.
build again.
Available May 2nd. Available tomorrow. Yeah, that's awesome. And Thunderbolts comes into theaters tomorrow. Really cool. Next up, Unleash the King. T'Challa's new skin. So it's him going onto Krakoa. And like a flood of life going with him. Doing the Wakanda Forever pose. This is his new emote. Ooh, or sitting down with a new King emote. Clean. Is he gonna have a new MVP skin? Or new MVP?
Fast, guide my spear. You are not blessed. Tremble before fast.
There you go. Alright! He's chill with Krakoa. I like it. He just gives the bump to Krakoa. I dig it. I like that one. And then was the Wolverine patch skin, which has this really beautiful MVP screen. I really love it. I love the patch costume, so it's I think it's great. And I think the hair looks better here too. Brushing that dust off. And this one's gonna be free. So yeah, I'm 100% on board with this. Alright. The upcoming patch dropped technically a couple hours ago. New in store, Thunderbolts and Black Panther skin, Demisa Sarki. Custom optimizations. Thor's Lord of Asgard costume has been refined to improve visibility and ensure the crosshairs are obstructed. Cool. Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness costume now boasts enhanced visual details and voice effects. I did see someone react to that. The Doctor Strange costume that had the arms coming out of it, we were bummed because the arms only came out during his ultimate. But now they're there all the time, and on top of that, he has a voice distortion, so he sounds gravelly and dead in every one of his things. So that's pretty cool. New content, you can now switch all costume-specific sound effects back to the default ones. So they did that for Doctor Strange, so you can now toggle on. That's awesome. Using the latest Season 2 data, we recalibrated the baseline data for calculating heroes' performance scores. Hopefully that's going to help with the... Again, I don't play a lot of competitive, but I know I've been following what's been going on in the competitive scene, and it's a mess. Hopefully that will help. Locked accounts can now initiate account deletion process, even from a logged out state. Squashed a bug in competitive where occasional map glitches incorrectly displayed. Checkpoint. Reigned in some mischief in the final part of the Empire of Eternal Night map where Loki's illusions can be placed in unexpected locations. I haven't seen that. Fixed an issue in Giant Size Blink Blast for destroying an enemy's summons. Count towards enlarging heroes' heads. Don't know what that is, but that sounds great. These are all bugs. So just fixing a couple of bugs. I know they released a couple of patch notes, though. I assume that's under here. To deal with a lot of the shenanigans that have been going on. Obviously the support strike. I have been playing a little more DPS and Vanguard than usual. You know me, I'm a Cloak and Dagger main. But I like Jeff and I like Luna as well. Captain America. Sentinel Liberty will see some reduction to his survivability. 600, 650, 600. That's not bad. That's a pretty big decrease. Doctor Strange will experience a reduction in energy cost. For a second, I thought they were nerfing Doctor Strange again. Okay, no. He'll get a reduction in energy cost to his ultimate from 3,400 to 3,100. That's okay. It's not a huge buff. Groot, the Flora Colossi ability to isolate enemies and block damage will take a minor hit. His walls will go from 700 to 600. That's a big drop, but it doesn't matter because my teammates never attack the walls anyway, so they're fine. Duelist, okay, yeah, Spider-Man needs a nerf because we're tightening the webbing. Decrease the range from 5 meters to 4 meters. That's gonna do nothing. That's gonna do, maybe a little. That's barely gonna do anything. Awesome. Winter Soldier, Bucky's getting an upgrade. Ramping his threat level. Adjust the Tainted Voltage ability to have 2 charge levels, where he keeps, while keeping the cooldown timer unchanged. Okay. So he gets an additional power-up. Okay. This is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see these strategist changes. Adam Warlock. We're enhancing Avatar of Life's sustainability to keep him fighting for cosmic justice. A new effect to Quantum Magic. When a critical hit lands on an enemy, reduce the cooldown of the life stream by 1 second. That's nuts. If you're a good Adam Warlock player and have good aim, that's gonna be disgusting. I might have to start playing Adam Warlock. That sounds fun. Okay, Cloak and Dagger. Ty and Tandy are sharpening their blades, and cloaks for more impactful strikes. Increase the damage of Cloak from 75 to 80, and increase daggers from 15 to 18. That's big. That's not what I was hoping for in terms of a buff. I don't think the damage output of Cloak and Dagger is the problem. I think the problem is survivability. I think what I would have preferred was a cooldown reduction on cloak ability. Because, like, when you get trapped in the back line with multiple dives on you, you're dead. But we need escape options. That's what we need. We're ramping the K-pop sensation's damage output when she strikes from a distance. Adjust damage fall off of light and dark ice from 60% at 40 meters to 75%. Cool. Good damage buff. The problem is, all the problem has been when they get up close. Fighting at range isn't going to help the dive meta. Mantis, we're empowering Mantis's damage output. Mantis, I think, has been nerfed every patch, so this is good. We're empowering Mantis's damage output to reflect our fighting spirit. Increase the hit damage of life energy blast from 50 to 55. Alright, that's a little bit. And then they are boosting the team up of Captain America Winter Soldier. Upon leaping to a teammate, Stellar Impact will provide 50 bonus health to allies within range. That could be cool. Huh. Alright. Alright, I'm excited. Yeah, I'll be back to do some Marvel Rivals in a few days, probably, for the next big brain blast, but also to do a bunch of the new Thunderbolts and the new Hellfire stuff. That's pretty sick. Alright. Well, thanks for joining me, guys. That's all for this thing. Tell me what you think about these updates and changes. I'm very excited for these new skins, particularly the Wolverine patch skin. That looks awesome. And I'm excited to see how the meta changes, if there's any developments for the second part of Season 2 before we get to 2.5. With the strategist meta. I'm hoping Ultron brings some changes with it too, because we know he's going to be a strategist, but who knows? But that's going to be it for this thing. So thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, stay awesome. Peace.